Have you ever experienced stress before competition? So much that you couldn't perform your best or felt totally overwhelmed? Do elite athletes ever feel like this? Well, the answer is yes, but they know how to use stress to perform their best in competition. Today we are going to help you use stress to perform in competition. To do this, you will need to understand A, why do you experience stress? B, what happens when you experience stress in competition? And C, tips to use the stress to perform in the lead up to and during competition. Why do we get stressed in competition? To do this, we'll go way back in time to understand how our hunter-gatherer ancestors adapted to their stresses. Like being eaten by a saber-toothed tiger. This leads to a burst of chemicals flooding the body, triggering physiological changes, creating energy and resources to run from or fight the predator. But how does this relate to my competition performance now? Who cares how they reacted to stress back then? Well, not enough time on the evolutionary clock has passed. We still have the same primitive stress response, the same burst of hormones and physical reactions to stressful situations. Our bodies haven't adapted to modern stresses. It is as if the saber-toothed tiger is standing next to you around competition time. The brain's primitive stress response has a hard time differentiating between life and death or the fear of performing poorly in competition in front of everyone. What's really interesting is that just thinking about competition can set off the stress response as well as trigger intense thoughts and emotions. The secret elite athletes know? Your physiological reactions to stress are not a bad thing. Stress reactions are actually designed to keep you alive and make you fast and strong and are activated by the sympathetic nervous system. What happens when you experience stress leading up to and during competition that will help you perform your best? When your heart starts thumping, think, I'm pumping more blood and oxygen to my big muscle groups. You get shaky. This is adrenaline getting your muscles ready to activate and increase your reaction time. Sweating. Your body's preparing to cool so you don't overheat. Mouth going dry? Feeling vomity? Butterflies in your stomach? Need to go to the toilet? Cortisol is preparing your body to perform by shutting down hunger, digestion, diverting blood and energy resources from your digestive system, and lightening your load by expelling unnecessary food and waste, or deterring potential predators from wanting to eat you. What are some signs stress is getting the better of you before or during competition? From hunter-gatherer times, we know there are protective mechanisms that are triggered when there is danger present, which can also happen to athletes in competition. In survival mode, all energy is diverted to fight, flight, or freeze. In fight, you can feel your heartbeat quicken and your entire body becomes tense and ready to take action. In flight, it doesn't matter what type of bear is about to eat you, you need to run fast from harm's way. You'll do anything not to compete. Have you ever frozen? Like an animal playing dead, you zone out. No fear, no pain, and you don't have to think or do anything. In competition, you freeze and completely forget or can't decide what you were supposed to do. So what do elite athletes do when they're nervous, stressed, or overwhelmed? If you get really stressed, are in a panicked state, or freeze, do a stress reset. Recognize internally you need a stress reset. A stress reset interrupts the frenetic shutdown messaging going between the big vagus nerve and your brain and allows the ventral vagus nerve to relay a message of safety from the central nervous system. The best stress reset is slow rhythmic belly breaths, in and out through the nose. Slowing your breathing rate works by sending a message to your primitive brain, activating the relaxation response. Breathing like this, 1. Slows the production of stress hormones. 2. Allows you to connect with the present moment. And 3. Allows you time to decide what you need to do to perform. So remember the 3 tips to thinking like an elite athlete. 1. Welcome stress, as it's designed to make you faster and stronger. 2. Recognize when stress may be getting the better of you. 3. Start resonant breathing. Understanding these tips gives you the tools you need to deal with stress in competition and perform your best.